I'm Allison, and welcome to my weekly meltdowns coverage of Big Brother 21. This is, I think, week 8. This is our live feed, spoiler, whatever show where we just talk about what's been going on in the Big Brother house and everything that's going. Listen, we've got Deb as always. Deb, that's your new name. It's just Deb as always because listen, you're like always. You're like a tampon, okay? You're always here to support me.
Yes.
With wings. So Deb is always
don't have wings, they have strings.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, and we have Bill Methling is here with us from Sequester. We're having a Sequester night, and we got to roll out the red carpet tonight because we've got the Sequester queen, Kim Mattina, with us tonight, who is going to cross over for a night next week and go over to RHAP. Rob has a podcast. I think everyone should give her a little round of applause for that. Is amazing.
I think she needs something more. She's kind of hysterical, crying down there.
She's a little hysterical.
I can't. But I mean, I would love to celebrate being on Rob Has a Podcast, but my brain and my heart are saying two different things. My soul and my game are two different things. Oh my God, Christy is going to be going, oh my God, Tommy, what are we going to do without Christy?
All the manifesting in the world just isn't going to do it. Just isn't going to do it.
Oh my God, I can't help it. I can't help myself right now. Whatever, Christy. Girl. Like I would say, embrace the death. Just lay down, sleep, and embrace your death, girl.
You know, you get things when you go to jury, right? You get to color your hair, you get privacy, you get to hang out. She's going to be with Jack and Kat. It's going to be like amazing, right?
Speaking of Tommy, I don't know if you guys have been watching the feeds this week and Tommy campaigning for Christy. He did not campaign that hard for her.
Low key.
It was kind of agreeing with everything that Jackson was saying. So, yeah.
Well, you know, someone kind of campaigned for them maybe over the wall with a megaphone. You know, they said Tommy and Christy know each other and then played some of Christy's diary room about how they know each other. And now the feeds cut every time they bring it up. They got to go to bed early because, you know, they don't want them talking about it. I don't know why they don't want them talking about it. But are we really shocked? Every year somebody's throwing something over the wall, saying something over the wall, flying a drone. Who knows?
Yeah, I think last season was the first season in a few that nobody did. There was nothing coming over the walls. There was no plane. There was no megaphone, nothing.
No blow-up doll. Remember the blow-up doll?
Oh my God, the blow-up doll.
There was a blow-up doll?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 2 seasons ago.
From what we know now, though, as far as we know, there hasn't been any fallout from this. There hasn't been any residual effects in the house. From what I know of, I didn't get to watch the feeds today because we know, when podcasters prepare, God laughs.
Yeah, because we're all kinds of prepared today.
Yeah, I didn't watch the feeds today either. I was out all day.
Kim, tell us.
Tell us.
There was fallout because right now in my job, rather than having music on at my office, I've got my iPad propped up with the feeds going so that I can watch the feeds while I'm working. But basically, Cliff, now when I saw it last night, when the whole megaphone thing happened, the only ones I recalled seeing outside were Tommy and Cliff. They were about to have their talk.
Two people who already knew.
Well, Cliff had his suspicions. He did nothing confirmed or anything.
Yeah.
Well, then today, a couple times, Cliff kind of had a little bit of innuendo in there with basically saying, I'm not going to say anything, saying, what it's not going to change. He was cliff noting it and saying that it's not going to change anything going on in the house and stuff like that. So I don't know which way he's going with it. If he, in his mind, I don't know what he heard or didn't hear. You know, it might have been an attempt to save Christy that he thought was going on, or not. And he's just holding in that information until he needs it.
That is a bullet in the chamber.
Exactly. He locked it.
That's something that we're not used to seeing this season in the Big Brother house. People keeping shit in their verbal arsenal to pull out later, locked, unloaded. And I think Cliff is smart if he has it figured out, not saying a word about it. But how would it save Christy if that information came out? Do you think it would, or?
Oh, no.
No. I think it sends Christy out the door and then gives people more of a reason to bring Tommy to the end, and then let loose. But they have to have validation on it, though. They can't just say, "And I think." There has to be some concrete evidence, and I don't think they're going to allow them to say, you know, on the finale night, "Oh, and we heard someone shouting over the wall that they knew each other." So I don't know how concrete it will be.
Why do you think it would be a good idea to bring Tommy to the end?
To expose, and by the way, he had a friend the entire time. They know each other. That could turn a jury, I think, pretty quickly.
Look, Kim's head's about to spin around here.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think you'd be an idiot to take Tommy to the final two because he's got a locked-in vote from Christy. Kat, probably. Sis, hello, she's going to vote with Christy, would vote for Tommy. It wouldn't matter who's sitting up there. Jack is likely going to vote Tommy. I think that taking Tommy to the final two is an absolute horror show. I think you lose, I don't care. The only possibility he would have for winning in a final two is against Sis.
Anyone could win against Sis, don't you think? Who would lose against Sis?
Nick.
Okay, well, yeah, there's that. Because
Nick loses to Sis. Nobody likes him. At least Sis has some likability, even though she's dumb.
Oh,
she doesn't even know what daylight savings time is.
bitch is dumb as a rock. I'm sorry.
That's scary.
Did you see last night? Christy said something to her and made a mention of people being cynical, that she's cynical. And Sis was like, I don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah.
I'm riding my bicycle.
That the house has made her cynical. And I can see how I would do that. But yeah, someone needs to pull out a dictionary for Sis. Sorry.
Is it possible, since she's like a soccer player, she's taken a bunch of balls to the face and head?
Could be because she said she has short-term memory loss. So she may have taken a few balls to the head and they weren't just Jack's.
Yeah. Rewind the tape to earlier in the season.
And of course, there we go.
And if there's any students of Bill's watching right
We're
now,
so sorry.
Come
We're
from
just talking about soccer balls.
do not repeat anything I say to your parents ever. And do not come back to Mr. Bill tomorrow going, oh no, Mr. Bill.
How long have you been storing that one, Kim? That was decent.
About 3 years.
The old Mr. Bill reference.
Oh no, Mr. Bill.
Well, I just want to say I was watching Sunday's episode, and I'm from the South. Okay, I live in Tennessee. I don't eat that much watermelon. Okay, I don't know what this dude's obsession is with freaking watermelon. I don't want to see a watermelon. I don't want to eat a watermelon. I don't want to smell a watermelon candle. I don't want to eat watermelon flavored gum. I don't want to see it.
You know what? Watermelon has a lot of potassium. This man is going to give himself a heart attack eating this much. watermelon. Seriously, he's thrown his potassium levels up. He's got to have heart palpitations.
I wonder if he eats the seeds.
But I mean, he is an aggressive eater. We know he's has an addictive personality when it comes to eating watermelon and other foods. And so he knows this is a food he can eat large quantities of and not gain that weight. And so I think
have a lot of sugar in it.
Go to.
Oh, and it's also good for erectile dysfunction.
There's that.
Wow.
There's that.
There we go again.
He doesn't have that problem, apparently.
Listen, I can't even. After I saw that thing on Twitter of him, and I just can't.
So what else happened on the episode, Allison?
What else happened on the episode? Well, we finally got to see Sis running around like a chicken, sitting in a pen, going bok bok, showing just useless she really is. Like, she is even more useless than Victoria, and I hate to even say Victoria's useless at this point. I mean, I don't even know. Jessica is at least entertaining with her mannerisms and facial expressions. At least we can see gifts of that.
I can't with Jessica.
I can't with Jessica either. The blank stare. It's
nails on a chalkboard.
And I also have an issue with Christy saying repeatedly, I swear on my sister's life. I swear. And oh my God, I swear on my sister's life. I just want to go, bitch, listen, here's the thing. You done sworn on your sister's life and lied so many times. The bitch is dead. She's in the ground and has already rotated twice. Stop it.
Yeah, it just becomes something that she says, and
maybe she hates.
We'll continue to say it throughout the week.
Yeah, pick a relative you don't like. I have plenty from my gene pool.
I'll loan one to you.
Huh?
It's like I'll loan one. I'll loan you a relative to swear on. Just don't make it.
I'll be on Big Brother bitching about my cousin Chad, and he'll be so excited that I'm talking about him. Like, no, that's not why I'm talking about you.
Oh my God. And the other thing, other than the swearing on her sister's life, and I'll tell you what, when I was down in Atlanta last fall, Krista, and I lived in New York for a while, but it's such a Staten Island, New Jersey thing where literally is 4 separate syllables for them. Literally. Oh my God. Literally.
Oh my God, literally.
Die. Literally.
Yeah, that's a disease throughout the entire house. And I mean, we see it most predominantly with Nick in the diary room, but you turn on the live feeds and it is everywhere. There's nothing worse than a saying that goes on throughout the house that doesn't stop, like friendship or 100%, 100%. Oh, that's the one that drives me the worst. Most crazy.
Like, or the word like. Okay, so like literally, like, here we go, 100% friendship. Okay, like
at the end of the day,
off, like at the end of the day. The funny thing when they were talking about Jackson and all his analogies or whatever, I just kind of laugh at myself because I do that too. I will find myself doing this. That dog don't hunt. You know, I'll say that all the time. That dog don't hunt. Or here's the thing. Or, okay, don't get me lying, but here's what happened. You know, I have so many things that I say, and like my son and I, we communicate through movies. Like, we compare everything through movies, and our like bonding thing is Star Wars. So we are always talking about doing it. Like, he'll say, okay, I'll try. And I'll go, no, son, do or do not. There is no try. And he's like,
there is no try.
Okay. But, you know, I could do it all day long. I have tons of analogies. Of course, my mind's blank right now, but yeah, I can go. Look, when somebody's lying to me,
I have a list of what Jackson said, and the only one that I didn't understand, or maybe I didn't hear correctly, was he said, "I don't know left from purple." Is that?
Yeah, what is that?
I've never heard that before.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't get it. I got no bird. I got no bush.
I'd rather.
I don't have a bush either.
Look, I'd rather die on my feet than on my knees. What?
I did like anything in life worth doing is worth overdoing. Moderation is for cowards. I like that.
That actually, I like that one. You know, and I found myself going, damn it, no, I can't like anything that he says.
True.
But that was funny when they had him up like the Brady Bunch and he was saying the same thing. I'd rather die on my feet than on my knees kind of thing. We have some people giving us some sayings in the chat.
Yes.
At the end of the day, let's see here. Anelda's got tough titty, said the kitty, but the milk's still good. Oh, you know one that I have that I've said a million times? Sometimes in life, you reach into a bowl of titties and pull out a dick.
What the hell does that mean?
You can't. Sometimes you're just disappointed.
Unless you're Nick, then you're cool.
Yeah, apples and oranges. Yeah, there's a bunch. There's a whole lot of things that we say. Just saying. Deb says that all the time. They'll have a month. Just saying. She follows it up with just saying. Oh, and it was brought to my attention the other day that if I really want you to do something, I always say, but that's just me. And I didn't realize that I did that. It's like, yeah, she always, if she really wants you to do something, but won't say she wants you to, she'll say it and then she'll go, oh, but that's just me.
It's like, you know what? Someone needs to clean up the kitchen. I think so, but that's just me.
That's just me. Someone needs to shut the fuck up in this room, but that's just me.
That's Allison of all people.
That's Allison of all people.
Of all people.
I did have a question about what you ladies thought about how this last episode, the Sunday episode, I mean, they just unsympathetically trolled the house guests. I mean, especially Jackson and Sis. There was a moment, and I don't know if you know the backstories on how Jackson's mother, there's all this stuff on Twitter about how she's potentially gonna, wants to sue and is just up in arms about everything. And
we've read the letters.
Right. And so there was a moment on Sunday's episode when Jackson's in the middle of the HOH competition and that's the part where he has to take off the shorts because they're, inhibiting his movement. And he looks into the camera as he's doing that and he goes, "My poor mother, I love you dearly. I'm so sorry." And I just thought that was Big Brother responding to his mom and just just adding to the fire. I don't know what you thought about it, but I thought that was 100% their response to his mother.
A little shady. There was some shade there.
I feel like he should be apologizing for more, more important, things like screwing on live feeds. Sorry, Mom, I don't think I don't care about your pants falling down. Maybe it's the sex on the internet that I could do without.
Oh, yeah, that's the irony. That's the joke, is that there's been much worse things, but he's apologizing for, a funny moment where he, did something that actually helped him in the anal moment.
But hey, it's chess, not checkers. Do you guys think it's fair that he was able to take his pants off? Do you think it matters?
I don't think it mattered. But you know what? There's all these people on the internet saying, oh, he should have been disqualified. But you know what? They told everybody they could take their pants off if they wanted to.
Oh, did they?
Apparently Clifford didn't have any underwear on, so he couldn't. So.
I would rather watch Cliff without pants on.
Freeballing it.
Freeballing it. Okay.
I only get
getting a little help from what's swinging to balance him a little bit.
And staying out there going, I only get one chance to do this, and I'm not quitting.
Right. I mean, watching everyone fall. Poor Jess was running in place.
That was hysterical.
That was so bad.
I did it.
But
not after as many times as she has thrown Nicole under the bus last week. No, I enjoyed that.
Are they talking again? Who's Jessica talking to this week?
Sis and Christy mostly.
Okay.
Like,
is it me or did she rub up against the people that are about to leave the house every week?
Exactly.
Yeah. I saw her giving a massage to what the hell's her name? Holly.
With her feet?
No. She was giving her a real massage.
Okay. I didn't know. I don't know.
Sucking up to her.
There's been,
they all got her number down.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot of chats between Christy and Nick and Christy about Nick that, you know what? I think it was Janelle that posted, and instead of going to the HOH room and saying, I love you both, that she needs to go in going, I hate you guys. I absolutely hate you guys. But here's the deal. I'm not going to come after you. I will let you know right now. Instead of this bullshit, suck up, I love you guys. Just go ahead and say I hate you, but I'm not going to come after you if I stay in. Nick is my target. I've made that clear to everybody. And you know, I'm looking for somebody. I want to see somebody at the end who's loyal to their alliance.
Who needs to do this?
Not
Who needs to do this?
Christy.
Yeah, that's what I
Well, it's too late now. It's too late because she's on the
Yeah.
block.
she's stubborn.
She's on the block, but she's trying to get votes to
Yeah.
stay. And she potentially could. I don't think she will. I think she could get it to a tie. And then Jackson's going to have to break the tie.
And he sent her ass home.
Well, I think time and time again, we've seen that Jackson is a player that, and Sis and Christy pinpointed in the episode that he is someone that does enjoy making big moves. And he is someone that does listen to people's pitches. When you think about Ovi with the power and, but when he overheard Christy and Sis and Jess in the comeback room, have not room now. He heard Christy say that Jackson is the target, and I think that's going to make him pretty tunnel vision here. I do not see any light at the end of the tunnel here for Christy.
No, I think it could. I think she could potentially get it to maybe a 3-3. And then Jackson's not going to keep her. There is no way in hell he will keep her. He's already said, why would I keep my target? I've made it clear she's my target. Why would I keep her here?
So what's the deal with Nick this week? What has he been up to? Some people are kind of wondering in the chat. What's he been up to this week?
I just read on the internet that Christy was going to blow up his game tonight.
Yeah, Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
The game plan is to blow up his game tonight and then talk with everybody one-on-one tomorrow. That's Christy's game plan.
So I can't even. What is Taco Tuesday? Can I ask a question? Can my ADD kick in for a minute? I don't understand Taco Tuesday. Maybe it's because I've never been invited to a Taco Tuesday, but I'm just saying, like, what is a Taco Tuesday? Why is it a thing?
They do it down here in Phoenix and have for years and years. Taco Tuesday is the day every place makes tacos, just so you know, down here. So everybody has tacos really cheap, even like the food trucks. It doesn't matter. They all have Taco Tuesday. So it's always been a thing. Well, in the Big Brother house, they make tacos every Tuesday night. And that's their Taco Tuesday.
You know what I have? I have Chick-fil-A Wednesdays. That's what Allison has. I have Chick-fil-A Wednesdays every day for lunch. I go to the Wolf Chase Galleria down the street from my work, and I have Wolf Chase Wednesdays. And I go have my Chick-fil-A salad, and then I go hang out in Yankee Candle with my friends that work there. So, because I used to work in that mall. I used to be a big mall rat. But anyway, it's a long story for another day.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. But it's like, I just don't get, because everybody's talking about Taco Tuesday around me, but they don't invite me. So maybe I'm just petty.
It's just an alliteration celebration. Taco Tuesday, Thirsty Thursday, Women Crush Wednesday. It's just a reason to do something because it starts with a T.
And tacos are like
Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday? Heck yeah.
Thursday. You've never heard that one?
Come on. It's a thing.
I don't go anywhere or do anything. Maybe that's my problem.
Freaky Friday?
Now, I know Freaky Friday.
Oh, we know you do.
I know Freaky Friday. I know stay the hell in the house all weekend, Saturday and Sunday. That's what Allison does. But okay, well, anyway, that's just a thing. I don't know. I don't know. It's irrelevant. Just skip this part. Fast forward through it when you get to the show. Nobody cares. Okay, so Christy is going to expose Nick's game during Taco Tuesday tonight to everyone. What is that going to do for her?
Yeah. And what more is there to even say? Like, that's what I'm curious about.
It's just going to give her satisfaction just to fuck over Nick.
To blow up his game before she's out of the house.
Nick's playing both sides. He's making deals. He's shaking things up.
She thinks it's Nick's fault that she's in the position that she is in now.
No, it's your fault, Christy. It's you.
Yeah, this is gonna be one of those moments like at the finale eviction speech when you try to blow up someone's game and everyone just laughs at you and brushes it off. I feel like it's gonna play like that. But there is a lot of animosity and a little negativity, I think, going towards Nick this week. So maybe it will pick up some steam, but I would imagine it doesn't.
Is this where they sit in the circle at the in the house and they talk about what I'm thankful for?
And then they go,
I'm grateful.
Let's do that real quick. Okay, everybody, let's do that. It's Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. We're not eating tacos, though. It's just Tuesday. So let's each go around and say what we're thankful for. Let's start with Deb.
why do we start with me?
I don't know, because I don't want to go first.
We're going to start with you because you are the hostess with the mostest.
I'm thankful that everybody came on the show tonight, and I love you three people, and I'm so happy that you're here. Please don't evict me. Deb's flipping me off.
Okay, now. See, the thing is that everybody that does this, it's so like disingenuous. It's just okay. I meant
what I said.
I am so thankful for all of you people. I love you all so much, and I'm so thankful that this show exists. And what else am I thankful for? I am so thankful for these delicious tacos.
I am so thankful for whoever posted the clip on Twitter of Nick talking about future house guests, talking crap about the current house guests, and how if they do that, if they say these nasty things, he is going to find out who their employers are and get them fired from their job.
Well, there goes my job.
You're fired.
We're all fired.
I am also very grateful for Nick. I'm grateful for Nick's wit, his lay down ability, how he can lay and cuddle with anybody and everybody in that house to the extent of they're just looking uncomfortable, like Nicole yesterday, who she wanted to escape, but I'm grateful she stuck it out because it did make for some good memes. I think I'm also grateful for sandals that have beads so that they look dressy, even though they're actually only flip-flops. That's what I'm grateful for.
It's almost like Nick kind of has that day rapist look, right? It kind of like, I'm not saying he is, and I'm going to speak for Tyler since Tyler isn't here and what he's grateful for. He's just grateful for me.
He should be.
He's just grateful for me.
Oh, well, here's to Tyler's thankfulness and being grateful.
Tyler's like, fuck you.
Tyler doesn't watch any shows that he is not on. He does it like every once in a while. I know he does when he's in the damn chat. And then I'm sending him a separate message. And why the hell aren't you on this show, by the way? You have time to sit here and talk to us.
It's usually the opposite. Usually, like, people don't want to watch themselves, but I guess not Tyler, huh?
Why is Tyler not here today?
It's his anniversary, 1-year anniversary with his boyfriend.
Oh, we can be grateful for that. That's nice.
Let's be grateful.
Be grateful for that.
Grateful that Tyler's getting some. And
Where is
not
Tyler's
a scratchy
loyalty?
son of a bitch?
They're asking, where is Tyler's loyalty? Well, I've done this show on my birthday twice. I've done this show on my mom's birthday. I've done this show. What did we do this show on Halloween one year? So, you can't always. I think I'm just too relaxed as a boss. I think I need to start putting my foot down a little.
I think you should schedule Christmas.
I called a business meeting tomorrow, and I was told Thursday's a better day. That's how. No, right, Deb?
True.
So I think I'm too relaxed as a boss.
I think you should schedule a show for Christmas.
I think I'm going to schedule a show on Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm really going to fuck his shit up and schedule a show on New Year's Eve. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're going to book somebody that he absolutely loves. Just to
F his stuff up. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, like Derek.
who?
Oh, we're going to have Derek Levasseur on the show. And we're just going to talk about Tyler. That's all we're going to talk about.
Yeah, Deb can't be here for that one either. Just me and you.
That's right. We're just going to find ways. He's going to find ways to get on the show, and I'm going to let him on the show, and then I'm going to keep him muted the whole time. Because, see, I am control of the mute button with this new streaming situation.
Oh, my God. Well, you guys, where do you think, based on what we've seen on the live feeds this last week, or for those of you that have not been watching them but have been reading the internet, what do you see other than Christy leaving moving forward? Because Cliff and Nicole, we definitely have pairs going on. We've got Cliff and Nicole, we've got Holly and Mickey, we've got essentially just, well, kind of Jess and Sis, but it's kind of Sis and Nick.
Yeah, I think it's Sis and Nick more. I think Jessica's more out there on her own because everybody sees her shit.
I think but then again, it's also Tommy and Nick. That's why this is what Christy's going to be blowing up tonight and bringing up one-on-one. So we've got all these pairs. Now, Jackson and Holly want to get together with Nicole and Cliff and talk. Now, he proposed to each of them that they have a foursome as a deal, not an alliance, just a deal. But I think he wants to solidify this. And he's told both of them that he'd like the four of them to get together in the HOH room sometime this evening. Do you think?
I'm not against it. I felt like that was going to flow. I thought that's where this was maybe headed, and I like it. It keeps my winner pick Holly pretty safe if Nicole and Cliff are on her side, and Jackson is still the meat shield in front of everyone's favorite players, Cliff and Nicole, as far as fandom goes, and I think that's not bad for anyone. It's not bad for the game, and it's not bad for the audience.
I think go ahead, Deb.
I think Tommy's terrified because he's losing his meat shield.
Oh, 100%.
And if Christy blows up what's his face tonight, he's going to lose his other meat shield.
Yep.
Yeah. So Tommy is going to be really exposed if he loses.
I heard Tommy was trying to get the six back together.
Oh, he's been trying that.
Been trying that all week.
Yeah.
Isn't this the guy during his HOH just said, we're not a six. We're not backing an alliance together. I'm not doing it. I don't want people up in here talking about it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. Nothing. We're just going to vote together. It's done. It's done. It's over. We're not doing it at all.
Did you ever see the GIF with Bart Simpson where he throws the cake in the trash and it says, "At least you tried"?
Yeah.
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 One thing in all of this conversation I didn't hear was Jess's name. So
she's just stuck on stupid. She's back
on
to being
stuck on Stupid Island. Is that what's happening right now?
She's in trouble. I think, honestly, she's in trouble, but at the same time, she's definitely a goat to bring to the end. They all realize the only thing she's got to her resume is putting Jack and Jackson up and Jack going home, winning POV, the veto, and then the POV. But that's really all that she's got going.
Imagine her
Other
final
than-
two speech.
She doesn't
you-
have the likability within the house that Sis has, and especially right now, her and Christy on the block. And while she's a pain in the ass to us, looking at the cameras, going, "Please have a reset button. Put a button.
Oh.
Can we have a Pandora's box? Can we? Hey, feeders, all the live feeders, America, vote for us. Vote something." Whatever.
I
Sis.
saw that. She and Sis are literally begging us to save them somehow. I'm like, we put you on the field trip. Do you really think we're going to pull any strings or do anything to save you? No,
Exactly.
no.
But
We're not going to manifest that.
But within the house, they love her. Her likability is very high, whether it's Holly or Nick, or it doesn't matter. They all like her. They like hanging out with her. They think she's funny. You know, she's making right now. The feeds were on while I was driving home.
Mhm.
They're making dolls. Tommy, Sis, and Nicole are making dolls out of blankets. I don't know what they're going to do with them, but they're making dolls out of blankets and various kitchen utensils.
They're making dolls out of sheets.
Blankets.
They have extra now since, there's people gone.
So if this 4 comes together, there's Cliff, Nicole, Holly, and Jackson. If that is going to be a thing, then someone needs to wise up real quick and from the other 3 and bring in Sis. Who do you think has the best shot of doing that? I mean, Tommy clearly probably has the best ability to do it.
Yeah.
Over Sis. I mean, it's not going to happen. But is it going to who wants to bring in Jess? Especially after she spilled everything Nicole told her.
Oh, can I say something really quick?
I don't trust her, so
I just let me get this off my chest and I'll be done. Maybe. I really have zero respect for anyone who drags Sis or Jess to a final 2. That is too easy of a win. If I'm on the jury, I want to see two people who played the game. I want to hear a valid argument. I want you to act like you're on trial and your life depends on it and convince me why you deserve the $500,000. If you even bring one of those 2 to the final 2, I'm voting for them. I don't give a shit. That is not, I just think that is so stupid, in my opinion. Now, of course, yes, Derek picked Victoria over Cody. Yes. But okay, look, I don't have anything else to follow up with that, to be perfectly honest with you. Derek, so it was okay. But I'm just saying, if you look at it's just, I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't think it's a respectable. I think that when Derek did it was kind of one of the first times it was kind of out there that it was happening, but it happened and it worked. It just worked for some reason. And now I feel like you're just doing it to do it. And I feel like if they bring someone like that, I have no respect for. I don't even give a shit. I don't care. Okay, that's it.
That's it. Okay.
I'm right there with you. I mean, I would, I've used the motto so many times. If you're going to be the best, beat the best.
That's right. Thank you.
That is not Jess, and it is not in any way, shape, or form Sis. Those are the only 2 that I would walk away from this season going, that sucked. But
Yes.
and any of the rest of them, even Nicole, even though she hasn't won comps, the girl hasn't been drawn for POV, She's come close on the mental comps. She got very confused on that swinging, hanging thing.
I got confused on that.
Nicole.
What was there to get confused about, though?
It had something to do with whether they could move their feet to a different thing or take it out of a thing and just have one foot in and stuff, while other people were doing that. She wasn't. So when the ropes moved, she dropped. She fell.
Okay.
Other people were going to one rope and then reattaching themselves to another one.
Okay.
So
I got
she
the-
didn't realize that she was allowed to be on one side and, you
Right.
Okay,
know.
that I will allow.
Yeah.
But if you were about to say sis or Jess didn't understand the concept of keeping your ass up there, then I'd have a problem.
Yeah, no, that's what it was. But and I think she could have, I don't think she would have won it, but I think she could have done relatively well. She's definitely played the game. I mean, the girl has been the swing vote twice, I believe now. And knowing which way she was going, the votes went that way.
And didn't she save Bella?
She
Like-
literally saved Bella. She, so she really is playing the game. And when you listen to her talk by herself, she talks game and she talks strategy. She's just not great at putting it into play other than with Bella. She got definitely assertive on that one.
But she is pretty aware of what's going on around her.
Yeah.
Unlike Jessica, who has no freaking clue.
There's no alliances. I
There
think
isn't any, no.
themselves.
So we're getting our asses handed to us in the chat right now, because basically F respect. I'll take my 500K and I'll buy some respect later. I'll tip the valet with some of my 500,000 with my new car. I get. Some people are saying, hey, Cody picked Derek in the final HOH, so it was his fault, and it's true. It is very true.
They had a deal that they were not turning on.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, again, I get both sides of it, but I just kind of feel like if it's out in the open and we all know what you're doing, come on.
Somebody's calling. Hold on. Someone's calling me from New York.
Is it Taryn?
Is it Rob's sister, Nino?
No, you can't. But thank you for calling. Bye.
You know what? Was that a call from New York? You know what? I've got a call from New York, and they left a
Chinese
voice.
people?
No, they weren't Chinese people. They were people telling me that my social security number had been compromised and there was blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, whatever. So I Googled it, and that's a thing. So if somebody calls you and tells you your social security number has been whatever, it's not real.
And then you have to confirm it by telling them your social security number.
He was just letting me know that I was that the IRS was coming for me, and they've got a warrant out for my arrest.
I
those
too.
too?
Thing.
And I said, "Oh, okay, thank you, bye."
Okay, well, I'm at home if anyone needs me.
So dragging the week is clearly a trigger for a lot of people. Something that triggers me is when someone's in the house and they talk in circles about potentially wanting to quit and self-evict. And this is a situation with Sis this week. Yeah. Oh, Christy. I don't know if I didn't hear Christy doing it, but I know Sis has been doing it. At least she was towards the beginning of the week. So maybe Kim can fill us in on where she is mentally on that. But the idea of, I mean, sorry, but I would drag Sis to the end just to use that because everyone's heard it and be like, you respect this? You respect someone that was willing to walk out? No, sir.
Like she just wants to get to the jury house to get the D.
Yeah, she's over it. She wants her Jack. That's it. Yeah, I heard something about that too, where she says, I'm just tired. I'm tired of being in here. I don't want to do this anymore. And I'm sitting here going, do you know how many people, like 4 people in this room right now, suck it up? I wonder if that's an age thing, because
I think I signed up for the wrong game.
It's like, I don't know if that's an age thing, if it just comes with wisdom and being patient and just knowing, okay, you got to get through this and push through this. It'll be worth it in the end, kind of thing. Is where when you're younger, because I'm kind of experiencing that with my son right now, who's almost 23. He's so impatient. We're on a kick right now where everything is now. It's this instant gratification, and it's just ridiculous. So, but I don't know if that's just this generation. I have no idea.
Well, right now, or at least as of this morning, she's still begging for power. She does not want to be there without Christy there with her. But she's kind of come to this realization. The door is open. You can walk out anytime you want, but if she walks out anytime she wants, she also doesn't get, not only does she not get the 500,000, she also doesn't get that coveted America's favorite house guest that she would
You
like
ain't getting that.
for
She ain't getting anything.
Instagram.
She's no shot in hell.
She doesn't get anything if she walks. And I think they've had a come to Jesus meeting with her and explain that to her.
Anelda said in the chat, Bill, sis will go off on you.
She's gonna go off on
We've had
you.
this conversation.
If sis goes off on me, I'll just turn off the lights, tell her that the day got short, and she'll go to bed, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
She'll do it, man.
She'll think it's time to go to bed.
10 o'clock, the day got shorter.
It ended.
She's like, huh?
It's like, don't be so cynical. Stop it, Bill.
I could not stop laughing.
Sorry,
Actually,
this podcast makes me so cynical.
you're so cynical. What does that mean?
I don't get it. I took too many balls to the head. I miss Jack. Anyway.
You know, something that hasn't been addressed is if she did self-evict, if this was a real thing, she's in the jury phase. They're not sending her to Jack. They're sending her butt home.
Exactly.
She's not going to get that Jack D. She's going to get, she's going to get a very interesting welcome from the internet.
Oh, she's going to get the D big time screwed dry from the internet.
And that was one thing she asked for today. She asked for somebody to go to her Instagram and screenshot it and send it to Revel or something, because she would like to be a swimsuit model when she gets out of there. So she would like them to recognize her now while she's still in the house, which is why when they've got outdoors, girl doesn't just throw on her bikini and go lay out. She throws on her bikini. She does her hair. A few times she showers is before going outside to lay out.
When I get on Big Brother, can I talk about how I want to be the spokesperson and model for the resting bitch face movement? Can I do that?
No, be careful what you say. We'll try to get
Might happen.
Of course
You thought you already were.
That's right. Shit. Sorry.
I'm trying to think. The only other thing, and this is just total testament to the angel that Nicole is inside that house and how we as bitchy viewers do not deserve her. Tommy was feeling down and everything. This is right before the show, in fact, this evening. And she went to him and she said, I understand how you feel, because that's how I felt too a little bit earlier. And I was like, okay, first of all, she's whipping out Zig Ziglar, but feel, felt, found. And she said, so what I did find out was it's like grief. It's a grief process. And you're going to feel so bad and you're going to feel guilty. You're going to have survivor's remorse inside this house. But it comes in waves and you'll get over it. So just know when you're really down and feeling bad about Christy, I'm here for you. And I'm going, oh my God.
God bless her.
Deserve her.
It's amazing to me
God
how
bless that
someone
girl.
who could be bullied can actually have empathy for people who participate. I mean, he wasn't the ringleader, but he was involved. And I'll be honest with you, I've been in situations when I was younger where I was bullied really bad and actually became friends later on with someone who was really mean to me, who kind of found out what it felt like, and you do realize when you're on the other end how it does feel and how much it hurts. And it's like, some people it gets through to and some people it doesn't. And I really respect Nicole. I don't think it's a game move. I just think she genuinely is a good person. And I really feel like that is sincere. And I hope that Tommy remembers that, because you have assholes, excuse me, Bill students, you have a-holes who are like Nick and who like Jackson and just all this that aren't sincere. And I just feel like Cliff. I would love to see. Let's get Cliff and Nicole and Jess. You know, these people who really are kind of, they have been picked on. They have been under the, you know what I'm saying? Just, I would just love to see the bullied rise up and be in a final two, even if it is Jess, as long as it's not Mickey. I don't give a shit. I don't want it to be Holly. You know, I don't want it to be Christy. I don't want it to be Nick. I don't want it to be any of these other people. And it's not going to be Christy, thank God. But I mean, it's just, I'm just over it. I'm over the standard blueprint winning every year.
Well,
see what I'm saying?
you know, they've got that saying out there that you may not remember how people treated you, you may not remember how people treated you. You may not remember what people said to you, but you always remember how people make you feel.
Yes.
And she and Cliff both, and actually Taryn said it this morning on RHAP. He said, this is why Jackson is spending time with Nicole, because when he had his punishment, guess who was out in the backyard every time he was going to get freaking goop blown on him?
Cliff and Nicole.
Cliff and Nicole, every time.
Good guess.
And he and Jack were on the block. Who went out of their way to talk to him, even though they may not have known where the vote was right then? Cliff and Nicole. So while she may not have the greatest, and bottom line is, this isn't new. This has gone on for the last 8 weeks. And guess what? Jackson remembered it. And that's why Jackson wants to work with Nicole and Cliff, because he trusts them. And bottom line, they made him feel good when other people were shitting on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know, it's just a good example, I think, for young people who watch this show, that you should never lose yourself to be part of the in crowd or the popular people, especially if they're being jerks. I think you should remain true to who you are at all times. And this is just another example of how it pays off, because I truly believe Cliff and Nicole were doing these things not so much as game, but just because they're good people and they don't like seeing that. And that's kind of how I am. I don't want to see someone suffer. Yeah, I'm a loudmouth pain in the ass, but I'm very empathetic to a fault. It is ridiculous. Okay. I'm a nightmare when it comes to my empathy, and I don't want to see anyone suffer. I don't want to see anyone hurt. And even if someone is a complete dick to me, I'm sorry, Bill students. It's just, I'd rather be a good person.
No, and I hope that they're listening, because not that they know that I do this, but when they find out, eventually they'll watch. Because this is something that I see in the classroom every single day. I teach middle school, and there's no bigger, there's no worse cattiness. There's no worse understanding of who you are yet, that compared to middle school. And it is sad, and it's unfortunately become a culture of, if you're not the bully, then you're nothing, or if you're not, there's no standard way of how to make yourself feel good, and it's by putting people down. And it's because of things like MTV, and there's because of social media, and it's because of some of these things that we see on television every day, that they think that this is the norm, and they bring it into the classroom because it's the only thing they know. And it's sad. And so the things that you're saying, and I think if you haven't been through it, you're probably going to go through it at some point in your life, where you are the one that is the outcast. You are the one that's being picked on. And to see this, at least this roundtable of all of us have probably been through it, and to know, and that you will get through it, but you can be that better person. You can be the one that stands up, and you can be the hero in your own classroom, let alone your community, or let alone the big brother house like Nicole and Cliff. So I'll get off my pedestal, but it's so important, and especially today's age with social media just running the world.
Yeah,
I
and when I was in middle school and high school, I mean, we didn't have social media, thank God. Seriously, if people had bullied me like that, I don't even know honestly if I would be here, because I had such a hard time with being bullied. I mean, there were kids that they were just relentless, and I never changed who I was. I never stopped doing the things that I enjoyed. I never stopped doing the things that I loved. It was so bad that on the weekends, I wanted to go see a movie on a Saturday night. Well, I would lie to my mom and dad and tell them I was meeting my friends at the movie theater, and they would drop me off and pick me up, and I was going to the movies alone. And I was like 14, 15 years old, and I'm watching all these other kids, and they saw me sitting by and they made fun of me, and it was horrible. But I never stopped doing what I wanted to do. I loved everything that I did. And a lot of the time that I spent alone, I learned about myself. I learned the things that I liked and what I didn't like. And I learned that very early in life, as where these people didn't learn that until very late in life. I had guys chasing me around. Oh, I mean, I can laugh about it now, but they called me dog, and they would bark at me down in the hallway and go, woof, woof, there she is. I mean, it was just it was like nonstop humiliation. It was so bad. Like I could do a whole show about this, but anyway, but it made me who I am. And, and I kind of passed that onto my son, and like my son would come home and tell me about how there was a kid in school today and nobody was talking to him at lunch, and he was sitting by himself. So I got up and I went and I sat next to him, and it turns out we both like Legos, and we're going to exchange some Legos and try to build something. I mean, he like made a friend out of it. So you should never change who you are, no matter what. I mean, look, I'm a goofball. Okay, I'm 42 years old and have a sense of humor of a 13-year-old boy. I don't care. Okay, look, that's less.
Unfortunately, someone like Sis, who's absolutely stunning, beautiful, in my opinion. I think she's gorgeous. I don't know. She may have learned life lessons earlier on, but I'm guessing not, just from how she acts.
Vacant.
Christy, she should learn. She's going to learn some serious life lessons when she gets out of that house and sees, oh my God, and sees how she chews. Her eating corn on the cob last night about killed me, but that's
Oh, jeez. I missed that. Yeah.
Bless your heart. Lucky you.
Yeah.
I'm sure Tommy gets it. I'm sure he does, because he's brought it up a couple times. He's definitely small in stature, being gay, being in theater, things like that, that probably early on he's brought it up in there, that he's taken a hit or two. Cliff, I don't know. He's Cliff Hogg, so I don't know, but he is very, very sympathetic, and he's very empathetic.
Yeah, and he has children that are the age where bullying is, in effect.
Yeah, and well, I don't know. His kids are in their 20s.
Oh well, I mean, college.
So like, they would have, but they would have. Yeah, I mean, and with the last name like Hogg, even though that's a big name in the South, you can bet that people gave him crap, and that people gave his kids crap about it, and stuff like that. You just know that they did.
Oh, I went to school with a girl. Her last name was Butts.
Oh, I went to
B-U-T. Can you imagine? And she was so sweet too. It was horrible.
Yeah, I had a girl lived around the corner. Her last name was Dick. Sorry, Loretta.
Bless her heart.
Yeah,
bless her heart.
Butts. That's funny, but I don't know. It really, in terms of the dynamics of the house, it really hasn't changed since the nominations, with the exception of, I think potentially we're going to see this Jackson, Holly, Cliff, Nicole thing come to fruition. If we do, remember, Jackson can't play in the next HOH, but
Holly's strong though.
Yeah,
Nobody
she
is going after. Nobody is going after Nicole. Nobody, with the exception of possibly Jess, because she talks about it.
Just get over it. Go
Just-
back to being a love seat. Just stop it.
Especially when Nicole has been nothing but loyal. Even after Kat was voted out, she was like, I know you're mad at me right now, but I'm not turning my back on you. And again, we do not deserve her as a house guest.
God, she's just too pure. Too pure.
I love it.
Coming into tonight, though, Christy, I say, okay, so this was just like in the last hour. Christy told Jackson, I'm everyone's target. No, Sis is no one's target. And she had obviously been talking to him about blowing up Nick's game tonight. Jackson said, tonight at dinner is the best chance. Get all of your ducks in a row and make sure that it is not looked at as being personal. Call him out on his shit and expose him. If I was in your shoes, I'd do it.
Yeah.
Dinner could be good tonight.
Now, what time is dinner?
I think that's good for Jackson, because then that kind of takes some of the heat off of him going into the next week.
I do miss Kat this week, though. I'm not going to lie.
They're all kind of laying around right now, Allison, so probably not for a while.
I'll be asleep. But I miss Kat this week.
I like
Kat, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Kat is beautiful, but goofy and funny, and she's
smart.
Pick on anyone. And to me, like when I went through hell in middle school, when I got to high school, all these stuck-up people that picked on me, they were the ones who struggled, and I was the one who actually, the upperclassmen, girls like Kat were like, oh my God, you're so little, and why don't you come hang out? Because I wasn't full of myself, and I wasn't an asshole. So, I mean, that's why I kind of like Kat, because I connected with girls, like these beautiful models, and then there's just little old me over here when I was younger. And I mean, that's why I like her so much. I do miss having her in the house, but yeah, it was time for her to go, though.
She had to go.
If we see anybody again from this cast, it'll be Kat. I think she's the perfect character. She was on her way to really understanding the game, and like she reminded me so much of Rachel Riley without, like, you know, the negative aspects of Rachel Riley.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. I can see that.
Brandon.
Floater, grab your
man.
I'll never. Is that where floaters came from?
Yeah.
She needs to like copyright that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no. When she came back into the house, and she told them floaters needed to grab a life vest. Kristen,
I think being a floater is an excellent game strategy.
Unless you're joking.
If you can no, she's not a floater. She's a coaster. There's a difference between a floater and a coaster. A floater can float from power to power, and because they have the social skills, you know, they have social clout with everybody in the house. So, you know, it doesn't matter who's in power. They're still well respected by that person. So they can float from power to power and just get by each week, because they're floaters. Coasters, on the other hand, are just leeches that hang on to whoever is in power and just don't do anything. They just kind of get by because they're not threats, or they're just useless, like Jessica.
that is very true. Well, who do you guys? So they're speculating for HOH on Thursday that it could be like the swings. If you remember,
Okay, what were the swings again?
They did the swings in season 11. They did them also last year when they hit the pie and stuff like that.
Go around and like a merry-go-round, but in the air. Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, the one
That makes you vomit.
was where they were dressed in graduation outfits and had to hit the diploma. Last season it was the pies. So they're speculating maybe something like that. I think it might be mental to some degree because they've had so many physical type challenges all along that I could see it maybe being mental, but the backyard's been shut down since last night, obviously. Excuse me, but they're shut down today. They're building out there.
I have a question, and I don't think I've asked this, but I think about it always after the fact. Is this the first season that we don't have any smokers?
It is.
I've never seen that before.
Jack, no, Jack said that he's a social smoker.
Okay.
Right. And because he kept saying, I just want to go have a beer and a cigarette. He said that more than once.
Look, I've been guilty of that too. Okay, I'm not saying.
Yeah. So, but no, there are no smokers in the house.
Never noticed that until now.
Yeah, you rarely, until this past week, you rarely see them sitting outside or around the sofas. And this week they've kind of been doing it family style. That brings me back to, like, you know, Evil Dick days and Big Brother 12 days when they're always out there.
Oh,
Maybe OTT.
Big Brother OTT, the late night
yeah.
jamboree, remember that? All
Mhm. Late night jamboree.
and
Love
this lyric
it.
smoking out there at 3 or
Yeah.
2 going at the same time.
If you wanted to be in on any game talk, you were outside on the patio, whether you were a smoker or not, because you knew that if you weren't there, the smokers were talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
Would you smoke if you were out there with them? Would you smoke?
Well, I do.
But I deal with it, and I would bring cigarettes. The second I get cast on Big Brother, I am buying a carton of cigarettes to bring with me just in case, and I will use them as currency, like in a prison.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you're out of cigarettes? Oh, okay. I'm trying to quit. Here, have a
Mhm.
Here, have mine.
I have a case in my suitcase.
Some people, before we end, some people are kind of wondering who is your winner pick, because every week we got to go through this on Tuesday. Who is now your winner pick?
Well, wait, who do we think's going to win HOH?
If it's the swings,
And what will they do?
Mm.
I think if it's the swings, I think that
Tommy
Holly-
could win that.
I
Holly
think-
could win that.
I think Holly will win,
I think
and I think that she will put up Tommy. I think she'll put up Tommy and Sis.
I don't think Holly puts up Tommy,
I don't
But
think
Sis,
so.
but Sis,
but Sis
Yeah,
for sure,
yeah.
and maybe Nick.
Nick. Okay, shit,
Yeah.
I forgot he was there.
Yeah, because Tommy, she always says that Tommy's the second person she trusts the most.
Okay, so Nick and Sis. Okay, what about you?
What do you think, Deb?
I definitely could see a Holly win or a Tommy win. I definitely think that Holly would put up Nick and maybe Jessica.
Hmm.
Possibly.
And who's your
Um,
winner pick, Deb?
My winner pick? I'm still going to go with Tommy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not deviating from my plan. Every time I've been on here from the first night, I said Holly was my winner pick. I still see a path for her, and I could see her winning HOH. But yeah, I think it's probably I think it's probably best that she does to solidify the 4 with with Cliff, Nicole, and Jackson. I think that would sure it up and put them on the right path.
Nick wins Veto. Who's going up in his place
Jess,
to ensure that Sis goes out? Or
maybe.
okay,
And I think they'll get rid of Jessica in that
You think
case.
so? In that
Yeah.
case, maybe.
Jessica is less trustworthy, and she's talking shit on everybody, and it's all coming out. Everybody's starting to compare notes, and they're all horrified by the shit that she's saying. But she's just making shit up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know what? For HOH, I don't think it's going to be Tommy. I don't think it'll be Nicole, mainly because it's not the little people that win. Okay, because if you remember, they get hit by those things. Remember Haley last season? She went flying.
That's right.
Yeah, but we have the ability to have death grips. You'd be surprised the things I've held on to. Okay.
I don't know that we want to hear those stories right now with possible children watching later.
Not watching.
But so I don't think it's going to be one of them. Jessica has horrible balance, so I don't think it would be her. Jackson can't play. Unfortunately, I think there's a possibility that Nick could win, which would be scary. I could see a Nick win. I could also see I could possibly see a Cliff win, even though he's a bigger guy. I think that look at how long he held on to the damn log on week 1. Okay. Cliff, I think, could potentially do it. Do I think Cliff will? No. I think that Cliff will kind of semi-throw it without actually throwing it because he's in a pretty good spot. So overall, I think it's going to be a Nick win or a Holly win. If it's Holly, I think it's going to be Nick and Jessica on the block with a Tommy replacement.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Basically using Tommy as a pawn if she actually wants Nick or Jessica out. If it's Nick that wins, ooh, that's going to get dicey. If Nick wins, I think he would put up Jessica and Holly and use probably Cliff as a replacement.
Ooh, that would be
You don't
interesting.
think Nick would put Nikki up as a replacement?
Huh?
You don't think Nick would put Jackson up as a replacement?
If he was smart, he would.
No.
Because if you have a shot to get him out,
Yeah,
I don't think he'll do that because he came right out and said he came right out and said that he would not target Mickey because number one, Mickey kept him safe, and which I don't even understand that concept completely. Early in the game, maybe. Later on in the game, seriously, they kept you safe. Congratulations. Bye, girl.
I don't care how many checks I wrote on that. If I have an opportunity to backdoor someone like Jackson, I am bouncing checks left and right, and your ass is going up on the block.
A lot of people, some people in the chat are bringing up a good point. You have to factor in the dizzy factor. And if we go back to that competition a couple of weeks ago, Tommy.
He didn't do well. Yeah.
Well, Tommy's a dancer, though. And they spent.
Oh, Nick. Nick was the one that got sick.
And
Nick was the one who got sick. Christy was the one who says, I don't get dizzy.
Well, when I was young, believe it or not, it's a little ballet. Didn't last very long, okay? And I had to spin around and do my head a certain way and to not get dizzy. And here's a fun fact. So my first recital, we were like doing our little thing. I got bored in the middle of it and decided to do my own dance. And it was so funny. I wish that was on video somewhere, but it was like 1982. But anyway, the point is, Tommy, I don't know.
He's a dancer.
Dancer.
So he's small.
And he's small.
I don't think that's a good thing for that.
So we're going to go with possibly Holly or Nick winning. Is that what we're doing?
That's my pick. I think either Holly or Nick are going to win HOH this week. If it's something like that, if it's a mental comp, I think Nicole.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to be the odd man out. I'm going to be the outsider. I'm going to say Tommy could possibly win the the little hanging competition. I'm just going to throwing it out there. You can catch it.
Who would Tommy put up?
Who would Tommy put up?
Oh.
Jess.
Yeah,
Jess was saying, yeah.
And who knows? I don't know. Jess and Jess.
Nobody trusts Jess. Nobody trusts Jess. Nobody trusts Nick.
So I think it's Nick and Jess no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
One of them has to go.
Wow. To
I
see
don't know.
Tommy put up Nick would be wild.
Tommy keeps getting foot jobs from Nick, so I don't know that.
I'm thinking, yeah. That would be wild. Yeah, so let's root for a Tommy HOH just to see what he would do.
I just kind of like want to manifest that a little bit because, you know, we manifested the just the KHOH and look what happened.
Mhm.
We
Team
did.
Party Thieves.
Okay, who's our winner's pick?
I want to go last.
Who?
Oh, I'll start. I said Holly, and I'm sticking with Holly.
The winner of the game. I think that the clearest path to the end potentially is, God, I don't know. This is a weird season. This is one of the first seasons where I'm not going, oh, this person's, they got it on lock. I think any one of these people could end up in a final two. So right now, I think my winner pick is Nicole.
I would love that. I would love that. That would make this season so amazing that she would win and then get America's favorite.
Okay, you know what? And if Nicole is on the block against anybody, Kat and Sis will both, and Christy will all vote Nicole for sure, because then she's not taking away the America's favorite house guest from them.
Oh, I think they think that Cliff has America's favorite house guest locked up, so they might not. I don't know if they think in those terms.
I think it's going to be a tough one between Cliff and Nicole, to be honest with you.
I'd love that.
And Cliff has been doing a lot of putting in a lot of work with Christy and Sis with this whole prank war going on in the house. Which we can save for another time, but that is a potential factor. People love Cliff in the house right now.
Cliff is super popular in the house. He's another one with a good path, but I don't think he'll get past final three.
Do you think
that's the only reason I don't have him as a pick? I think.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think if Holly wins HOH this week, it's definitely going to put the huge target on her back, and people are really going to be hot to get her out.
I agree with you. They'll be gunning for her or for Jackson. They're going to
find themselves both up on the block together.
You cannot have a power couple going into 7. You can't.
No.
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Do you think that Cliff could very well possibly be the most popular older player in Big Brother history?
Inside the house or outside of the house?
And well, I mean, like inside, to play in a very long time.
Kevin was super popular inside the house.
Yeah. And outside.
Huh?
And outside.
A little bit on the outside, not as much as he was on the inside, at least initially when they first got out. While he was still in the house, people were like, oh my God, here comes Kevin with another one of his stories. There's Kevin. He's not really playing the game. So I think that makes popularity outside the house, the fact that Cliff is a super fan, that he's telling them about feeds. He's telling them about podcasters and all that stuff, which it amazes me that with 16 people, really none of them knew any of this shit. But anyway, so inside the house, he's super popular. And outside the house, I think he's very, very popular. I would say going back to possibly Chicken George.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Jerry wasn't popular inside the house or outside the house. I love Jerry, by the way, but he was not like a fan favorite or anything.
I did not like Jerry.
I just really love him, and I just think he's like great. And I really want him to do a lot when he gets out of the house. It just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. It's like, head nod.
I had a couple of things I was going to share real quick before. Hold on one second.
I really hope they come to Vegas. I hope
Who
they
else
do the
went to
Vegas
the
weekend.
Vegas thing?
Are you going, Bill?
I don't think it's gonna work out this year, unfortunately. But like I feel like I'll be full steam ahead for next year if it goes on again. But as much as I loved it, and anyone that is thinking about going, you should absolutely go. It's just not gonna work out with my school schedule.
I think I'm going to drive up just to say hi to the people that I know, but not as part of the reality reunion. You
Deb,
never sent me the link, by the way, Deb.
Oh, I'll send that right now.
Deb, if you
Kim, you're in
go,
Arizona, right? Or where are you?
Huh?
Are you in Arizona?
Yeah.
You should drive up with Kate Morelli and Christine Varner.
Kind of thinking about it. In Kate's new car.
Oh yeah.
And Bill, are you going to be around when I'm in Chicago?
Yeah, I saw you say those dates. I think that I should be free at least one of those days. So yeah, I'll let you know.
Okay. Good.
Get Miranda. We should get Miranda together. Yeah, we should get some of the crew together.
Oh my God.
I just wanted to share real quick my ballerina days.
I'm especially impressed with the basket.
Listen,
Oh,
I
Jesus
dropped that.
Christ.
I dropped that. I dropped it like a mic, and I started doing my own thing around it. It was awesome. It was great. I got my ass whooped for that, but you know what? It was worth it. My mom lifted up that little back part. He was just spanking my little butt. Anyway, I just thought it was share.
And that
Kim,
didn't-
I added you in the group.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm debating, and it may be even too late to sign up, but whatever. I'm not worried about it.
Oh, you have until August 25th to sign up if you want to participate.
Oh, geez,
the
that's
weekend.
Sunday.
Something else I was going to try to do really quick. Oops. And I don't know if I can do it or not. It's the original My Weekly Meltdown video. You guys know
My new favorite video on the internet.
August 18th, 2015.
I'm gonna get my wine for this.
Because I don't even know if we'll be. I'm gonna go to My Weekly Meltdown on Facebook, go to the playlist, click on Allison's playlist, and it's like the last video. But anyway, August 18th, 2015, a friend of mine, we were talking, and he was like, Allison, you should get into the YouTube thing. I know you're upset that you're not part of any podcasts anymore, because I was part of 2 podcasts and they stopped doing it. And I was like, I have so much to say and I have like no platform. He's like, just record yourself on YouTube. And I'm like, what'd you say? And he told me what to do. So I had no idea how to do anything. I'm not tech savvy. I printed out everything because I didn't know how to add stuff like I do now. I knew nothing. So I went in my car at lunch. I had my freaking phone, my old iPhone. I had it in a reverse mode. So everything was freaking backwards. Okay. So I'm going to try to share this. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Let's see here. Okay. Hold on. I'm having a moment. How do you freaking share the screen?
You just did.
What's that?
No, I just hear a noise. I'm trying to figure out what the hell that is.
It was thunderstorming here. So
we can edit this in post.
I'm having a moment. I don't freaking remember how to share the freaking screen.
Didn't you just share a picture? How did you do that?
At the bottom on the little list
share
there,
screen.
next to where it says leave studio, it says share
This
screen.
is what happens, Bill, when you get old. Okay, when you get to be Allison old, because we can't
You don't have
always.
too many years on me. I just
like,
look young. I'm not young. No.
I just want to be
my
like,
Allison, hold my beer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Please. We have no idea what it's like, Allison.
I just want to be Kim in a few years. Okay, I want to be awesome. That's all there is to it. Okay, so I'm gonna
There you go.
undo. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I can't hear you. Is there a feedback?
Mm-mm.
So I got everything. Oh, Lord, help me. I don't know if this is going to be loud enough, but forgive me. But this is it. I don't guess you guys can hear
No.
that.
No audio.
You can't hear it.
No.
Unplug your
I don't know why you
headphones.
can't hear it.
Unplug your headphones.
Anyway, so let's just like for a minute, let's just appreciate first of all, the Groucho Marx eyebrows. Because wow. I also had my stunt hair in. That's not my hair. That's like my stunt hair. All right, I'm putting this back in. Okay. You guys can't hear me? Can you hear that?
No, we can't hear it.
We can't hear you.
Okay, well, that's backwards. Okay, guys, go to freaking My Weekly Meltdown and you'll see it. I mean, Jesus.
Worth
Okay.
a watch.
It's worth the watch. And I just want to say Mars has been with me from the beginning, along with Anilda and a bunch of people in here. And he says, I was just about to give Allison credit for the amazing job she's done becoming so tech savvy because he knows.
But look how you evolved. Look how it has evolved.
I wonder if I could.
We can't hear you.
Finally, we shut her up.
Yeah, this is a good experiment.
Yeah. Now she can't figure out how to
I want to put subtitles under her.
Oh, like Sis and the Chicken.
No, honey.
Tyler would be in heaven. He would have a field day with this one.
Is she hiding now?
Oh, well.
No, we can't hear you, but she's saying, can you guys hear me now? Can you guys, shit, these fucking headphones? What's going on with this fucking player? Why can't they hear me? Can you hear me now? No, no,
No.
no, we can't hear you.
Finally, we shut her the hell up.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Button. Okay.
We were enjoying it for the peace and quiet.
I think this show's gone on long enough.
We were also giving you subtitles, but doing it as an oral translation.
Did you call me sis?
No, but we did say something to the effect of, what is wrong with my fucking headphones? That's what your lips were saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Everybody can get that. Okay. Yeah. I muted myself. Yes, I muted. Here's the thing. I'm not that great. Go to My Weekly Meltdown, go to the playlist, go to Allison, and you will see at the very bottom, it's My Weekly Meltdown. It's the first video I ever did to start this. And I'm telling you, I've come a long way. 1,157 subscribers now. We average about 500 views, which is kind of low for us. We go from 500 to over 1,000. And I'm telling you guys, the first time I hit 100 views was about 2 months into doing this. And it was when I was covering American Horror Story. My parents freaking took me to Cheesecake Factory to celebrate. Okay. That's how big a deal it was. I was so freaking happy.
That's awesome.
Cheesecake Factory is good.
It's awesome. Get that
I
s'mores
wish they
chicken.
had one around here in Country Bumpkinville.
Oh my God. When I was babysitting Gizmo, the dog, I couldn't leave the house because I'd run errands with him all day and I was exhausted. But I had the Uber Eats. I did Uber Eats for the first time for Cheesecake Factory. That shit was at my house in 16 minutes. I'm like, I could do this Uber Eats stuff.
We
All
don't
I
even
gotta
have
do is work
Uber
from
Eats
home and
here.
leave the house. What?
We don't have Uber Eats here either. I don't have that anymore because I used to use it in Fayetteville all the time. But yeah, we don't have it here.
All right, that's it. I'm done. I got nothing else. You guys, are we done?
We're done.
I think I've humiliated myself enough. I'm sure Kim will be on Rob Has a Podcast Wednesday, August 28th. I'm pretty sure they will be on at 8 Central. And they are way more professional than we are.
And I'm actually going to be on not only with Brent, because I love Brent, One Lucky Gay on Twitter. I love Brent, but Rob is going to be on. So I'm on with Brent and Rob.
Here's the thing. Can you please just mention me one time? Just name drop.
Yes.
Just sneeze and say, Allison.
Yeah, be like Holly in the diary room, voting somebody out. Give Allison that shout out as you walk out.
He'll be signing off, and I'll be going, and Allison, my weekly meltdown.
Yeah, just say real quick. But if he doesn't let you, it's fine. I understand. But Rob knows who I am. And we've had Brent on the show. And Brent's going to come back and do another episode of Survivor this year. And we're putting together a Star Wars special when the new Star Wars comes out in December that he's going to be part of. So we've got stuff in the works. It's going to be fun. We'll see.
Be fun.
And this is going to be fun. The show Cobra Kai. Does anybody watch Cobra Kai?
No, but I know what it is though.
I'm obsessed with The Karate Kid. I'm obsessed with Cobra Kai. I actually had a conversation with War Dog this weekend about Cobra Kai. We're doing a show. We're going to do a show talking about all the seasons right before the 3rd season starts. I cannot wait. It's going to be so awesome.
Speaking of War Dog,
I'm going to nerd out.
Self in third person.
Well, Allison talks about herself in third person too. So it's going to be like a ping pong game.
War Dog might be coming to Vegas.
I know. And if he does, you guys have to FaceTime me.
I will. I promise.
Have to. It's a must.
I don't have an iPhone, so I can't. Sorry.
Or, the Facebook thing where you face each other,
Yeah. Yeah, you just call her on Facebook. That's all.
Yeah, that's all you do. But thank you, everyone, for watching. You can find everyone in their little windows. They have how you can find. War Dog is from Survivor, because some people are asking. That you can find, because I got to do it right. Deborah, there's hers. There's Kim's, and damn it, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I'm trying to do here. There's Bill. Judy McBooty, My Next Life Debbie, Kim Bettina. I'm just Allison Michelle. You guys, I have so much crap. I don't even know. It's the.memphis.darling on Instagram, at Summers1977 with an O on Twitter. Subscribe to my weekly meltdown. You will get notifications when we go live. Also, please, you can like the Facebook page. I promise to do more with it. And we have a website, myweeklymeltdown.com, that is still under construction. But I will find time to work on it. I taught myself how to do this. But I appreciate everyone. Tyler will grace us with his presence Thursday.
Oh, yes.
We're grateful for that. Bill, it always makes me happy to see you too.
I love it.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Speaking of Bill's my sequester husband.
Sorry.
The
dating app.
Not only a two-timer.
Sorry.
Bill gets around.
Gets around.
He's got something going with Allison and Kim.
Okay. This is
I thought I was in love.
The name Judy McBooty.
He's married to me. Okay. So, let's do F, Marry, Kill. Bill.
It's so funny. I totally thought about that, and I refuse because someone's getting hurt.
As a closing, can we do Fuck, Marry, Kill with the house guests?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
You go first.
I would absolutely. I'd fuck the daylights out of Cliff. Sorry, Sharon.
Because he's the only one that doesn't have an STD.
He's the only one that's not walking around with crabs. I would marry. Oh no, actually, you know what? I think I would fuck Tommy to give him the experience and marry Cliff because Cliff's such a good guy. And I would kill. Oh my God. Can I like line him up at a wall and fling an arrow that just goes right through him?
Everybody.
I would line up Christy and Sis and Nick. Yeah. It'd be cereal.
I would marry Tommy because we all know when you get married, the sex goes bye-bye. So that really won't be an issue. So I'm gonna marry Tommy. I'm gonna.
Did she freeze?
I think so.
I think she did. She did.
She's just thinking really hard.
To tell us who she was going to kill.
Yeah, she froze.
Okay.
Bill, do you want to go?
Go.
Sure. I would. I would ding Cat. I would marry.
What a teacher thing. Ding.
I would marry Kemi, and I would.
He's not currently in the house.
Oh, is he currently in the house? Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, that changes everything. Oh, that's tough. All right, then. Wow. Well, there she goes.
Bye.
She'll be back.
All right. Well, clearly you marry Nicole. Like, who wouldn't? You. Like, not even in jury, huh? So if they're live contestants in the house, then I guess I ding AnalEase and I off. How? I don't know. Holly, maybe. Actually, I'd keep Jessica around. I wouldn't off Jessica.
Like we said, I would F Cliff because he's probably the only one that doesn't have an STD out of the guys. And yeah, I'm not into getting any diseases. I would definitely marry Nicole because she is a saint. And I would kill Jessica because listening to her voice is like nails on a chalkboard.
Oh my God, the longest conversation.
Like,
you just don't have to be associated with it.
Oh my God. Okay, guys, I don't think Allison can get back in here, I'm guessing. And
she doesn't mean that she's coming back. We'll see.
Oh, she's got to be the one to end it all.
Yeah, we can't end the broadcast.
Yeah, well, no, she has to.
Get ready for a takeover.
Oh, hold on. She messaged. Hold on. What did she say? I can't read it.
Unless
she's coming. She said she's coming. I don't know. Oh, I'm not even going to go there.
Well, the best would just to be just us leaving and then
we all left.
Y'all listen, like did y'all hear the biggest a lightning just hit something down the street and there was a huge explosion and it knocked everything out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm serious as a heart attack.
Well, we better end this broadcast really fast.
No one's about fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah,
Y'all, I
bet you're like, where's Allison? Okay, I'm gonna marry Tommy. I'm gonna fuck David, and I'm gonna
in the house. I had to read.
I'm gonna kill Jack.
No, David
has to be in the house.
And Jack's
active players in the house.
Okay, well, I'm the boss and I can do what I want. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to marry Tommy. I'm going to oh God dang it. I want to kill Jackson and I want to fuck Cliff.
Yeah.
And then I would do Cliff too because he's the only one without herpes or crabs.
Wild with Cliff.
Dog wild. All right, guys. I think that's it. I'm so sorry. Were y'all like scared?
No.
No.
But I'm really scared now because your mouth moves and nothing comes out, and then your voice comes afterwards.
It's creepy. Just
Oh my God. Am I like out of sync?
Oh yeah.
totally. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
because
so
see,
this is
that's because there's a problem. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I apologize. You guys, that's the end of the show. So thank you. Okay, we'll see you guys Thursday at 10/9 Central.
Hashtag hog wild.
Hashtag Hogwild.
Good night, guys.
Good night. Bye.
Right.
Oh my God. So y'all, I was sitting here